know what we used to say about this saying, when the instrumental plays on and on and on, it's like you're wasting precious airtime. How much is 60 seconds commercial? It depends. 60-second commercial, that's plenty of money. Let me ask The Voice. The Voice, you are a voiceover specialist. How much do people pay you to do a 60-second commercial? On the average, okay, range. Just give me range.
Well, between like 100 to 250, depending. Could be more, depending on the client.
Depending on the client.
Yeah.
So, how many of us are here now? We've just wasted 250. Hi, Lagos. Good evening to you. Welcome to Game On. 3 hours of solid brilliance. Pleasure is mine, and not mine alone. It's a pleasure I share with the stellar cast of the best sporting minds and heads in the land. And on Tuesdays, I get the privilege and the opportunity to come, be in the fray with the guys. Plenty to come. First, with the introductions. Tony the Voice, you already met, but say you're welcome. How are you?
Yeah, Femi, I'm good. Exciting to be back on Tuesday. It's been quite the weekend. We're gradually getting back to club football, so excited, and I'm looking forward to a stellar show. All right.
Pleasure. We can't wait. He produces the show. He packages it on Tuesday. He does all the legwork, ensures that everything goes right. Alongside the cast, the in-studio cast is here, but most times there is an out-studio cast. We'll talk about them in a bit. Sam Wine, how are you doing?
Very well, Femi. Good evening to you.
When people introduce you on radio, do they go all the way to the surname?
No, not.
Just.
I think Anthony is the only one who does the surname.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony is the only one who does. Everybody else just calls me by my first name.
And the way you are sounding, it's almost like you approve of everyone else, but the Voice, who does the surname?
Yeah, I like to give a bit of luxury. Just call me what you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
As long as you don't call me Palm Wine.
Well, it's not 8 p.m. yet, so I can't even call you that. All right. Pleasure doing this with you.
Always a pleasure.
Yep. Queen Mother is in the house. Adeze Michael. Again, Adeze does not play with her name, so you always, for the remaining few months before you drop the Michael. How are you doing, Adeze? You didn't see that coming.
It just actually sank in for the remaining few months. Oh, well, to be dropped, actually. That's for sure, to be dropped. We'll look to see how that happens, though.
We're selling markets. Please, people should bring money and come and buy. We represent the family, actually.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's good. That's true. And it has to better be worth it for me to drop Michael. It's got to be really worth it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. And I'm happy to be here. Good evening, Femi. Good evening, Lagos. And everyone is looking fresher. Is it the weather? Sam's face is glittering. Tony just looks like he came back as if they deported him from Cambodia. And Chuma is also looking radiant. And
is everything okay?
It's too much money. Everybody's complaining. These people, some people get richer in times of
adversity.
Yeah.
I'm Femi.
Yes. It's too much money.
Well, I think I'm happy to be here. It's Tuesday. Let's do this.
Okay. Chuma Nolly is El Rymero. He's the rhymes master. And it was Julius Agahoa who I once heard. He scores against you, puts you in a spin. Chuma puts you in a rhyme. And there's always something that goes with it. When I'm around Chuma, I feel like rhyming. Welcome, Chuma Nolly. How are you doing?
When this comes from your boss, I just know one thing is certain, that by tomorrow the admin department will call me. Hello, Chuma. Actually, you do have a salary increment. Femi just said that you did an amazing job, actually. Great to be here, Femi. Always a pleasure having you around. And like you mentioned, it's a time for many people that is a time for adversity, but you still find a way to bring brilliance to the microphone with diversity. So we're ready for you to school us like we're in university or something. Yeah.
See what I mean?
Good evening.
All right, guys.
Where's my bell?
Welcome.
This show sounds dry. Thank you very much. I need my bell.
All right. Last week we promised that we will intro somebody. It's what do they call it in movies? Cameo. Yes, cameo appearance. Let's say welcome to. So you've already met the Queen. Now you would meet the Princess. Pamela joins us in the studio for the first time. Pamela, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Lagos.
Welcome, Pamela.
Thank you.
How do you say?
No, I just said welcome, Pamela. You meet Tony. He's a great fella.
And he will treat you well.
That's right. I always do.
All right, Pamela, let's meet you.
Okay, I'm Pamela. I am, an FC Barcelona fan
Nice.
and Chelsea fan, and I'm here to be myself.
Okay. Yeah, we'll soon find out what yourself really is. Welcome to the show, guys. I don't know. Pamela, do you have a surname?
Yes.
Or do you have a radio toga that you'd rather be?
Okay. So Pam J.
Pam
Pam
J.
J.
shit.
Yes, that's my name and my surname together.
Why am I getting this there?
All right. We'll come back to that. Let's get into the show quickly. There's so much to talk about. Hodovai is busy on the back end trying to make sure that we are
Visibility.
we have visibility
Yeah, I think so.
online as offline.
Yeah.
I guess.
I saw him fixing the right angles.
The right
and
angles,
speaking to the most swagalicious guy in the studio to ensure that his picture is captured. So we're streaming live, yeah.
They want to see his fine face. All right, Sam, what would you have a start from?
I always think it's best to start from the home front.
Home front.
Yeah.
Big
Issues
issue.
regarding our national team.
All right, so 6-0 Nigeria won against Super Eagles against Sao Tome and Principe. And for some of us, it was refreshing. It's been a long time. There used to be a time when Nigeria were like this. On their day, they could take anybody out. But again, it's Sao Tome and Principe, yeah, right? So it's confirmed top spot for the 3-time continental champions. It's ensured a place at AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. And but guys, I saw the match like a fan. You guys covered the match like professionals and all of that. I'm wondering, hat-trick for Victor Osimhen and the rest pitched in. You look at that Nigeria side. Taiwo Awoniyi, missed a number of chances. Finally got a goal, right? Finally got one goal. There was Gift Orban. There was Paul, Onuachu, Samuel, Chukwueze, Ademola, Lookman, all these guys. And AFCON is here. AFCON is in January. In that's like how many months to AFCON?
4 months?
Oh.
Yeah, because it's
It's 3
January
months now.
13. So today is September 12. So officially 4 months. Because it's January
4 months?
13, yeah.
October, November, December, January. Oh, 4 months.
4 months.
16 weeks.
Yeah. Are we ready? Do you guys feel like it?
Group stage champions from the last one.
It's $1 million question. Readiness is in different angle.
Yeah.
What when you say are we ready? Is it on the pitch or
On
off?
the pitch. I
off
mean, I'm
the
just talking
pitch?
about the playing
Because
personnel.
we've come to a situation where we've also seen each time we go for this tournament, the dramas off the pitch
Yeah.
affect what we do on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
The NFF will come in with the campaign that we don't have money. And then I hope that probably they must have gotten by now, someone must have gone to Ivory Coast, look for one of the very best hotels where they will stay first of all. I hope that they've been able to clear the bonuses and allowances that have plagued them, because we hear when they play one game, maybe we hear that Musa and the boys say they don't want to go for presser, they don't want to do training. These are what builds up to tournaments, and it's usually very perennial. So when you say, are we ready? On the pitch, whether we like it or not, we cannot run away from what happens off, because if there's a good energy off it transcends to on.
All right, I understand. So let's leave the off and let's come to the on. Or, of course, I think one of the greatest blessings Nigerian football at senior national level has had in the last few years is that we do have a striking arrowhead. But I'm not sure we'll go to AFCON playing, Victor Osimhen as a lone striker. The question then becomes, who partners up? Who is our best bet? What's our best two? And I know that most Nigerian managers will play two men up front. All the strikers we've seen, everybody we've seen, who do you pair with Victor Osimhen?
I think I'll think of what I saw on Sunday, and it feels like I'm picking the easy one now. I'm going to say that for several reasons, because, again, even from a Nigerian POV, we respect the Premier League so much. It's the most popular league in this part of the world. And then you have a striker who's in red-hot form in that territory, scoring not just 3 goals in 3 games for the month of August before finding an assist against Chelsea, but strutting his stuff against the very best. A goal against Arsenal, a goal against Manchester United, an assist against Chelsea. That's the stage you want to judge a player based on. So you could have a Boniface who's doing great in the Bundesliga. You could have other names you call into the picture. Ademola Lookman has not clicked this season like he did last time when he scored 13 goals for Atalanta. But I think it's easy to just think we know our number 1 striker in Nigeria now is Victor Osimhen. No argument at all. Potentially African Footballer of the Year for 2023. We expect that to be the case. First man to do that for Nigeria since Nwankwo Kanu in 1999. So that's certain. It's now going to be a case of that Awoniyi guy, I think. And it's beyond just the fact that Awoniyi scores goals. I think that height will also play a part, even though it's beyond just him being tall, because Boniface is also tall. But, we do so much of wing play many times as well. We do so much of wing play, and we saw that we scored a goal from a corner kick against Sao Tome and Principe, and you need these tall guys around the place. So when you have Osimhen who's 6'1", 6'2" tall, you have Awoniyi who's 6'1", 6'2", or more than that tall. You know that these guys, even though we don't score too many goals with our heads from a Super Eagles perspective, at least in recent times, pardon me. But you have these guys who can score when they have the ball on the top for themselves. You have these guys who are tall too, who can give us an edge when the cross is coming from the flanks. So easy pick for me, Femi. It's going to be Taiwo Awoniyi because of his consistent brilliance, even against the very best in England, at least based on what we've seen so far. I hope that form doesn't disappear before January. And then the number 1 striker in Africa right now, Victor Osimhen.
So, okay, good point to make. Do you
I
agree
disagree. I think that we're sleeping on Victor Boniface. And Femi, listen, I've seen players, and I've seen Victor Boniface. I'm not here to particularly sing his praise or whatever, but I'm trying to look at what works. What is the most efficient result, from whoever we decide to partner. Unfortunately, there's some combinations I'm expecting to see before the AFCON. I'm expecting to see what a certain gift Orban, who personally said he loves to play behind a focal point, and his ability to be very quick across the wings, can give that pass, can also score. I want to see that combination. But for now, I thought that when Victor Boniface came on against Sao Tome, we could see a player who, yes, he's a striker, can play as a focal point, but over the years Union Saint-Gilloise, we've seen him evolve into a very complete player. So beyond being a point man who is strong, is quick, can get into those dangerous positions, he can drift out wide. He's fast and he's skillful too. He's skillful, and it's something I think he trumps Taiwo Awoniyi in terms of ability. Okay. When he came on against Sao Tome, you could see the run, you could see the eventual pass for, I think that was Samuel Chukwueze for the goal. The way he drops deep, knowing that you have a focal point in Osimhen. One of the issues I have with Awoniyi and Osimhen is they are actually, in terms of skill sets, they have the same skill set. It's just that one is better than the other. I don't think certain games would need us to play the both of them. If we're playing a game where we need goals desperately, then we can bring both of them. But in terms of the right balance, the team will get playing with a focal point and a man who can also play as a striker, but just slightly over the shoulder of Osimhen. And when they're, press, high press, and all of that, he can drift out wide. He can get the ball from the width and deliver into the box. He's an all-rounder, and I think that boy is a player we need to look out for. I hope that this is the beginning of many calls for him, and then we see. I think, Femi, that he gives us the best dynamics, especially to a potential 4-4-2, where you need at least one of the strikers to be an all-rounder, to be able to do everything, to pick a pass, to cross, to be able to drift out wide. He takes that box for me.
All right. I wonder what Pamela thinks about it. And these are two perspectives. Osimhen and Awoniyi combination, and in this case, Tony going for somebody who has slightly different characteristics. What do you think, Pam? Who would you put up with Victor Osimhen?
I'll still put Awoniyi. I feel like their chemistry is very good. One thing is, they have chemistry on the field. From what we saw on Sunday, two of them are very, very good. I feel like they put their pride aside and they wanted to play for Nigeria. So, putting them and seeing from the results of what we had on Sunday, I feel like they can do way better also. From the praises they've gotten, from seeing that, two of us were, on the same level. We're on the same level and can do better. We can do great. So putting two of them, and from this is an experimental match. So we can see that they can do it. There's no need for us to put someone that will probably want to steal, the goals from Osimhen or something like that. They both want to feed themselves. They both want to play for Nigeria. They're not playing for themselves. So I like the two of them combination together.
So you are looking at you are okay with the chemistry you saw.
Yes.
It's the first time we've seen them play together like that in a match where you could argue that did not bring so much in terms of opposition strength.
Surely.
So we need to consider that,
which is hard, makes it hard to actually test anything.
How they function together in a much more competitive match. Sam, what do you think?
I think the attributes of the players are overly too similar for me to want to take either of those centrally built towering strikers in the box. I'll be more for the wingers. Chukwueze, Ademola Lookman, who can run off the back of these guys, make the runs and create the spaces or feed off of the loose balls these guys create. I think one time tried with Paul Onuachu and Victor Osimhen in one of those AFCON qualifiers. It never really worked. Players running into each other's spaces, not really knowing. You could say it was under a different manager and again a Raw at the time, but I still think the Super Eagles in the state it is at the moment needs variety of options. You have a bully of a centre forward, have someone or players who are willing to make the runs off of them, get into those spaces, and that will work for me.
I know I started with you, Daisy, but that was a different conversation as to whether we were ready. But now, Victor Osimhen, who would you play up with him?
I think we need to look at the strength of the squad. We need to look at the system that will get the very best out of each and individual, because tomorrow we're not going to manufacture a brand new. What we have is what we have. We can't go and borrow Messi or borrow Foden or Kevin De Bruyne. So I think that the system we shouldn't be playing 4-4-2 in 2023. I'm sorry, 4-4-2 is outdated. Back in early 2000s, and Carlo Ancelotti did magic with the diamond formation. We shouldn't be playing that because it makes your midfield narrow. It makes your midfield easily overrun. And we've seen that football these days, sometimes you need to throw away the craft and the guile. So you can, when it comes to tournaments, nobody plays fancy football. You have to be able to set up your midfield in a way that when you don't have the ball, your midfielders are able to angle themselves to beat the press. And if you want to partner two strikers that may not really want to track back to help out in defense, it could be a problem. So I think that Victor should still be the number one, flanked by forward-thinking players. It could be through the wing. It could be, they may not be natural wingers, because I do
in some way, to the voice's point, he's the focal point.
And he's the focal point. And let there be forward-thinking wingers around him, and then let there be an advanced midfielder behind him, forward-thinking wingers beside him. We saw what Kelechi did. I'm going to use, Sao Tome and Principe, no problem, but Kelechi evolved. Kelechi had freedom. Play someone that I like. And that's Kelechi's natural position from day one. For some of us that saw him at under 17 level, he's not your out-and-out striker. He's just a shadow striker. Number 8, plays behind the striker, creates Then when he's got that opportunity to shoot too, he also shoots. So Victor should be our main man. Awoniyi and Victor will have to struggle it up from the bench, no disrespect, but let Victor be surrounded by players that can create the chances from him.
So you
through the flanks and just centrally.
So you don't favor playing Awoniyi.
We shouldn't be playing 4-4-2
with
in 2023.
Okay,
But if because our current reality is we have a manager who always
we always have managers who always.
And again, when it comes to the tournament, it's going to change.
No.
When it comes to the tournament proper, the 4-4-2 will change.
What if we are going to the AFCON with 4-4-2 as things stand? That's what we play.
4-4-2 that can change within the game.
Well,
4-4-2 that may not be
which is funny.
Exactly.
In the 90s, we played 4-3-3 more than 4-4-2.
Thank you. That's what we should be thinking. 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. That's it.
So, but then again, you could argue we had a Rashidi Yakini focal point. He'll get you the goal.
Yeah.
Surround him with everybody
Wingers.
else. But you could also say that this is Victor Osimhen is the closest to Rashidi Yakini that we've had since after that, which gives us that latitude to do what needs to be done. And I kind of agree that there's so much similarity between Victor and Awoniyi, not necessarily in terms of results and the finished work, but you see, when you go into a contest of this nature, you have to be prepared for anything, including you could lose your arrowhead in the first game.
That's it.
And you don't have him anymore throughout the tournament. So what then do you do? So if Victor is not available for a game, who is the arrowhead, and how does it affect the dynamics going forward? We don't have a Kanu, we don't have a JJ. I don't know whether any of you guys have seen a Kanu compilation. Sometimes you begin to get confused that, okay, Kanu was playing as skillfully as JJ, when they were in their prime to some degree. We don't have all of that anymore. But we do have players with different qualities. The issue now becomes, will it be good enough to conquer Africa at the next AFCON? Do we have enough?
I hope the commercials don't come cows in a bit.
Yeah,
we're keeping our eyes on it.
The general squad now, is that what you're saying?
You get rewarded for asking for more. So whatever you need more data to stream your favorite movies and music, or to play the latest blockbuster games, 9mobile has got you covered with 8GB for just 1,500 naira, 9.5GB for 2,000 naira, and many more. So join 9mobile now or dial *301# to choose any of our reliable and affordable plans to express yourself freely on Niger's Confirmed Network. 9mobile, here for you, here for Naija.
Come make I ask you something. Shey you want ogbonge education for your pikin, the type wey go make them sabi book wella. No wahala yourself. Na Lagos State Public Primary School you need. Na for there correct transformation dey happen. And na Eco Excel dey make am happen. Eco Excel na that program wey Governor Sanwo-Olu bring come Lagos State to change education. Inside just 4 years, Eco Excel don rearrange basic education. E give teacher correct sense to take sabi latest technology and digital. E still con give children boldness. E make them sabi read book wella. E con turn children to sabi news for mathematics. Eco Excel don collect the award for best innovative digital learning platform for 2 years straight now. Inside the common entrance wey dem just write finish so, Ghanaian Ololade, pikin wey go Eco Excel school get 199 inside 210. Now 4 shikini mark the person wey carry for take pass am for the whole of Nigeria. Now your pikin turn be this so sharply go register your pikin for inside Lagos State Primary School for the new session free of tuition fees.
If you're on Niger's Confirmed Network, you get a super gift of 1,000 naira for just joining the network. You're welcome. 900% bonus on every recharge, 100% data bonus for 6 months, and double data bonus on your first recharge of the month. That's the 9 Confirmed plan from 9mobile, and it's lit. So get a new SIM or dial *1400# and start browsing, sharing, and creating more on Niger's Confirmed Network. 9mobile, here for you, here for Naija.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the crown princesses of style and spice. They are Eco's fabulous. They are reality royalty. Meet the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 2. Can you guess who's back? 5 of your favorite housewives return, along with 2 dazzling newcomers. Don't miss this exciting new season. Subscribe from 1,200 naira monthly. Sign up now at showmax.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure how you woke up today, but I am sure of this. You can go to bed a millionaire with the Money Point personal banking app weekly games. To be one of the lucky winners, download the Money Point personal banking app, set up your account and fund it, request for your card, and collect coins by using your account for daily transactions. Then tap the game banner in the app, play the game of the week, and you could become a millionaire. Just like that. The more you transact, the greater your chance of winning 2,000 naira or the grand prize of up to 10 million naira. Don't miss out. Download the Money Point personal banking app today. Terms and conditions apply.
Alright guys, listen up. This map shows the entrance of the school. We come at them from these marked angles. School fees, project fees, and any other arising school need. We attack at 0800 West African time after the school bell.
Hey, bad news guys.
What again?
The parents got a rent money loan this morning. They don't catch us.
That's right. Take charge of the school bills with Rain Money and unlock up to 6 million naira in minutes. Call 0700 5000 500 or visit rainmoney. Everything Rain.
The best promise are area. Passages are located at Victoria Island, Ikerugu, Kano, Victoria Island, conditions holy and flat. Welcome aboard.
It's fun. It's your win rises by the second. And it's the cash out button before it descends. There's so much fun on BetKing Aviator. Just bet on it. Visit betking.com and start playing Aviator and other exciting casino games.
That feeling? That's BetKing.
This house will implement spending cuts on household essentials. First, cable subscription from premium to standard.
Aye.
Now, 3 crowns milk from...
Don't touch our 3 crowns milk, oh.
Why?
Mom sacrifices a lot, and 3 crowns milk nourishes Mom so that she can support our family.
Moms are our treasures beyond measure. So treasure Mom with low cholesterol 3 crowns milk today. 3 crowns milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Boniface, my guy. Waiting to your face.
My friend, see how you dey live fine. You don't buy car, you don't marry. And I hear say you don't complete your house self. And I dey here with no money, no job, even to feed self na problem.
Brotherly. Overthinking no fit solve problem, my guy. Now online trading that they run and na Square Financial teach me.
Square Financial?
No.
How?
Why don't you reserve a spot in their next free training by sending yes to 0904-859-9688. Squared Financial is a reputable company and they will teach you how to start online trading and make profit. To reserve a spot in their next free training, send yes to 0904-859-9688.
Guy, where una dey see all this airtime, credit and data buy for this cashless weather?
Omo, na small thing na. Dem no dey call me bobo digital for nothing. When that cash dey my hand or e no dey, na so I just dey buy airtime, credit and data straight from my bank account thanks to Glow e-Top Up.
The same Glow e-Top Up?
Yes na, easy top up directly from my bank account. No stress, no wahala.
So, you mean say person no need worry about not having cash?
At all. If you no get cash, you no get wahala. You are welcome to cashless recharge on the go, anytime, anywhere.
Buy data and airtime directly from your bank account with Glow e-Top Up. It is easy, quick, and available on your mobile apps, ATMs, websites, leading retailers, and Glow World shops. Or download Glow Cafe app to top up. Or dial *777#.
Glow Unlimited.
Welcome to the Dettol Shield Show. So, your question is, list multiple uses of Dettol antiseptic liquid. Your time starts now.
We use Dettol for bathing.
Correct. During and after shaving. Great.
To clean my cups and wounds.
Yes.
We also use Dettol for cleaning surfaces like the floor and kitchen tiles.
Yes, correct.
We also use Dettol for laundry.
Okay, Mrs.
Cleaning door handles.
Someone please turn off Mrs. Phillips. Dettol antiseptic liquid protects you and your family from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Charlie, how did you fuel your car?
Man, it's Verve to the rescue.
Really?
Oh yes. Verve is rewarding thousands of people with free fuel, one-year rent support, school fees, electricity payment, and loads of money for a free shopping spree. To qualify for a chance to win, just do at least 2 additional transactions with your Verve card weekly. The more you transact, the more your chance of winning. Promo runs from August 3rd to January 31st, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Ask your bank for a Verve card today. Verve. Enjoy the good life.
Sometimes it costs little to do much, just like it doesn't cost much to live the 5G life with the new Samsung A14 5G smartphone. All of 5G's wonders, like super fast downloads, buffer-free streaming, and seamless video calls are yours to explore. Simply visit any Samsung or partner retail store nationwide to buy the affordable Samsung A14 5G smartphone and get up to 30 gig data over the next 3 months and start living your imagination.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
As a mom preparing for a big family party, what's the right soup that goes well with Golden Penny Semovita? A. Eforiru. B. Miantaushe. C. Oha. D. All of the above.
All of the above.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Correct.
Yes, Golden Penny Semovita is my soup's first choice. Made with premium wheat and enriched with vitamins. It's the right combo for Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Babe, this dollar has increased again. How would I change this for now?
Ever heard of Jumia?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything?
So you know about Jumia and you don't know about their brand's festival.
I do, but still, what does that have to do with anything?
Well, you can get quality phones direct from Jumia official stores like Samsung, Xiaomi, Apple, Tecno, and many more at very affordable prices.
Wow, really?
Yes! Get phones, electronics, beauty products, groceries, and many other things from Jumia's official stores at greatly discounted prices from September 4th to September 17th. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Hey, yeah, now Rabi, with Orabi, my teeth strong, my mouth is fresh, he clean well, oh, now Orabi, strong teeth Orabi, fresh bread Orabi, 24/7 with Orabi, strong teeth Orabi.
Give on our teeth 24 hours protection. Use Orabi today. Na Nigerian Dental Association. Tanda Gidigba with Orabi.
If you're on 9Mobile, then you're most definitely enjoying ridiculously affordable data. Like 4.2 gigabytes for only 1,000 naira. 1K, hold on, you also get 6.5 gigabytes for 1,200 naira. And 9.5 gigabytes at guess how much? 2,000 naira. Come on, guys. Join 9Mobile now or dial *301# to choose from our affordable and reliable data plans to express yourself freely on Niger's confirmed network. 9Mobile. Here for you, here for Naija.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
My children are athletes. From the moment they wake up, they keep playing and learning. So, when I pack the new Milo NS snacks into their lunchbox, I'm giving them a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo NS Snacks, snack of future champions to help your kids refuel and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities and how does Colgate protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Most tooth pains are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavities.
It's time to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Colgate is recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
The second month of 2023-24 Premier League season is upon us. It's September to remember, and Femi and the gang are ready to make you enjoy the fun started with a blockbuster on September the 3rd with Arsenal hosting Manchester United. Then on the 16th is the battle of the winners of European competitions as West Ham United take on Manchester City. The excitement continues with a London derby featuring Arsenal versus Tottenham on September the 24th with Chelsea strutting their stuff against Aston Villa a day before. Catch all the commentaries of these and so many other games with Femi and the gang alongside our partners Talk Sports live on 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's live football, just the way you like it.
Hi guys, I'm Victor Osimhen. Keep listening to Femi and the gang on Nigeria Info. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
We're right back on the show. It's Game On 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the gang. It's a pleasure to be here, Femi, alongside Adeze, Sam, The Voice, Chuma, and of course, the debutante, Pamela. Just before that break, we were looking at the Nigerian team, and as part of our celebration that we had that result against who again?
Sao Tome and Principe.
Yeah, still who again? But it's a good result for Nigeria. But you wonder how the team will hold up. Who was it? We were looking at the last AFCON together, and then we were reminded that we had beaten Egypt at the last AFCON.
Yeah, match day one.
Match day one. Nigeria had walked past Egypt. Some may argue that Egypt scored that year, but they had Mo Salah and all of that. But we were still able to get past them. In all the conversations we've had, we're reminded of 2013.
Egypt got to the final.
Egypt got to the final. In 2013, when Nigeria went with what was regarded as a very rubbish squad, and we went all the way to win AFCON with unknown quantities. Sunday Mba, who are the other people in that team? You know.
Then.
Yeah. And that was shortly before even the government had toyed with the idea of probably banning football or something, or taking a break from football for 2 years to try and put our house in order. We had gone there. The thing about the Nigerian side is when you expect little of them, they surprise you. When you expect so much of them, nothing happens. I don't know what it's going to be between now.
It should be a good thing for this, so.
Yeah, well.
Because there are many people who expect little from this squad.
Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. There were plenty to talk about on the show tonight, and I know we want to get your feel. Just before the top of the hour, it's in order before our next break to try and hear from you. You can drop your comments. We're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info. That's Nigeria Info 99.3. You can join the conversation and see all of us and drop your comments. We'll try to take some of them. You can drop your comments on Twitter. Right now, the team have got something up there. We'll be looking for some of your messages and taking them. And very importantly, we'll be coming to the phone lines in just a bit because we want to hear from you, your thoughts as to what you think about the best attacking option for Nigeria. Osimhen up front alone, or do you want a strategy that changes quickly from 5 midfielders to 3 attackers, depending on whether you are defending or whether you are attacking? Do you want a team that plays modern football the way it is played, where your wing backs are every inch a part of your attacking action, or whether you want to go for a traditional 2 wide men supporting your central striker? If you want a 2-man strike force, depending on the strategy, who would you like to see partner the super striking force of the team. We've mentioned Gift, Orban, Taiwo Awoniyi, who's supposedly up there. We've mentioned the other Victor. Could it be a case of two Victors and having Boniface and Osimhen up there? Share your thoughts with us. Our numbers once again:
0700 993 993 993. That line is for everybody. Ladies, you can dial 014657190.
And if you're not a lady and you call the ladies line, may you have what? Oh, cockroach pox or something of that sort. We'll try not to take Sam. I think last week Sam had decided to give a bye to somebody who called on the lady who called through.
Not gonna be nice today.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that nice today. So you can join the conversation. The lines are already buzzing. Let's test the line and see what you guys make of it. We'll take 2 lines and then we have some.
Yeah, we have very very important information you can use, guys. There's money to be won today on the show. 30,000 naira up for grabs as always on Game On. And you know how we do, courtesy of our friends at One Play. You get to dial a code, and when you dial that code, you get to play with 200 naira at the very least, and you get to win some money. The code is *347 *880 *3#. *347 *880 *3#. I tell you something, guys. Earlier on today, someone was at the office to get confirmation for that code. He says we call it too fast. Wow. So he had to come all the way to the office to get confirmation on that
and
code.
All of a sudden, you just remembered me telling you to please consider those of us.
Yeah. So I'm going to take it very, very slow. *347 *880 *3#. 347 *880 *3#. Dial that code, follow the prompt afterwards. Remember, the least amount you can play with is 200 naira. Do that. We're going to perform the draws before the end of the broadcast, and of course one person gets to walk away with 30,000 naira today.
And again, isn't there a secondary option where you can I think you could I think there is a secondary option where you could enter through where you could
okay, yeah.
Yeah, you could go online.
Just going, because those who complain about the fact that their bank is not, they cannot find their bank actually on with the code cases. Yeah, there's the option of online too. I should try and get that out for the listener. Yeah.
Okay, so there's that online option. Please take it. Very shortly, we'll probably be able to share you what that
is all about.
What the website or the web address is, and you can go there straight away and do your thing. Let's go to the phone lines. Who do we have here? Hello and good evening.
Well, good evening.
Yeah, welcome. How are you doing?
Good evening to the doctor, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you.
And good evening to Tony, Sam, and the rest of the team.
Hi, good evening to you.
For me, I would prefer about the Super Eagles. I would prefer kind of 4-4-2 formation, whereby we have the Osimhen and Boniface, because according to what Tony just analyzed now, I think that it should be a good combination. I know that sometimes these are wingers of the series. Someone like Chukwueze, sometimes when it comes to national team, tries to fall our hands. So 4-4-2 is good for one system.
Okay, 4-4-2 for you. Straight classic 4-4-2. Hi there.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening and welcome.
Shewa from Ikorodu.
Welcome, my sister. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you. Rest of the gang, everybody.
Welcome.
We greet you. We hail you.
Especially my male version, as usual.
Yeah.
See, Mr. Femi, I want to digress a little. Now, when we look at the Falcons, when we see the Falcons, the last time they went off on a tournament, there were a lot of itches down here, but they went with their own heart, with passion in them. So to me, I think it's not a matter of are we fully prepared for the AFCON. The question, I think, what is inside the boys now, as in the guys that want to play for us now, is for them to make a name. See, some are already making names. They've already had their names and others. the likes of Osimhen. But there are some upcoming players that are still, they are still coming up. So they won't look at any issues, whether the NFF will they take care of them or not. All they just want to go and do there is just to go and make a name. So I think that one will play out for us very well this AFCON time. Then when we talk about pairing together, Osimhen and Awoniyi will have been a very big bet for me, but Satome is not a main game to me. To me, it's just as if we're just on a training ground. To me, what is a main game? If a main game should come in, the likes of Moses Simon, Chukwueze, and Awoniyi and Osimhen on the pitch will mad the whole thing. Why? Because every one of them want to score. So I don't have a match made for any one of them. To me, so that's it.
All right. Interesting perspective. Like they say, different strokes for different folks. And I know that you guys want to share your thoughts even further. We'll come back to this, but would want to marry this conversation with other conversations going forward. Don't forget, tonight, the Fans League, that's at 9:30. Last Tuesday we couldn't do it, but certainly we would do it tonight. We'll just try to make sure that those opportunities for you to earn something on the broadcast don't go begging. Now, because of time, there's an issue that we are interested in. First and foremost, let's talk about Paul Pogba's suspension and the whole drama that is going on. His representative said he never wanted to break the rules. Like they say, the highway to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, I didn't mean to, and all of that. And there's other thing that they say. Anytime they catch you is usually your first time. But it's a problem now. Provisionally suspended for an anti-doping offense. Testosterone, a hormone that increases the endurance level of an athlete. We don't hear much about these things, but this random test still happened. He didn't see it coming or something like that. I mean, athletes know that after every game there's supposed to be some random testing, and you could do it 100 times and get away with it. What's the story? What are we hearing?
Well,
village people.
Like you said, after that, game against Udinese, I think that was the first game of the season last season, but I think the current situation is there's going to be a counter sample analysis which will be carried out. His spokesperson P. Meta was saying that right now they can't say much until that counter analysis sample B, like we often say, is carried out. If it tallies with sample A, then we're talking about a potential 4 years ban for Paul Pogba. So I mean, the issue of this, there are so many meals that you eat, Femi, we eat, that have trappings of all of this. Sometimes you take certain drugs, without intentionally actually, wanting to take a, testosterone or whatever.
Yeah.
So which are the issues that we're looking at now? What if this was just as a result some random thing he ate? And that's why for sports people, your diet is fundamental. What you eat, you can't just eat anything. It has to be overlooked by several people and all of that. But I mean, Paul knows the drill. He's not a kid. He's a professional player for so many years, and I'm sure that's not the first time he's been tested. So it's very tough to give an excuse, especially if the sample B tallies with what we have currently. Juve have suspended him provisionally. I mean, the club had to take a stand immediately, and then we'll see what the investigations does look like. But it is a deep goal.
Feels like it's a season actually.
Season completely ended. We want to go on about this, But we're going to have to take a quick pause. When we come back, there'll be time to look at it. Plus, we have a big issue to drop right after this next
Hi,
break.
darling. How have you been?
I've been so busy, Granny. Well, Friday, I went on a field trip to see gorillas in Rwanda. Then, I slayed a few dragons with my friends. On Saturday, I watched football game in London live with my brother. And then, I went to bed watching the world from space. And you, Grandma?
That's a lot. How?
All I needed was my phone, laptop, TV, and Airtel's 5G.
Lag-free gaming, hyper-realistic VR, 8K streaming, and so much more. With Airtel 5G's lightning-fast speeds and seamless connectivity, you won't believe what's next. Live the future in the Airtel 5G zone. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Your party of life. Aquafina, your party.
Cheers to friends who push us to be better. The ones who genuinely want what's best for us and save us even from ourselves.
Your party of life.
Cheers to friends we can always count on. Our true paddies of life, like Aquafina Premium Drinking Water from the makers of Pepsi.
Party of life.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities? And how does Colgate protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Most tooth pains are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavities.
It's time to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Colgate is recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
Attention kids, are you ready to become amazing? So, what do we do? Can't hear you. That's right. Nurture your kids with the Golden Penny Amazing Day cereal, which contains protein, fiber, calcium, and vitamin A. I am Captain Amazing, and with Golden Penny Amazing Day cereal, amazing kids become amazing Amazinators. Golden Penny Amazing Day cereal. Nurture them for the future.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Anna snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger grown maize, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo, we done it again now. Kanta to Bunga new season don't land. Person with the bet. Focus eye sharp for target. Go! Abana the big your face. He put them inside net. Oh, you started the new football season with the Bet King. We don't arrange better odds. Odds boost today, nyafu nyafu. And we have got aka bonus self day. This one na new and better jollyment feeling. Go play your bet for betking.com. Carry the promo code FreeBetBK. Take sama your bet free of charge. That feeling, that's BetKing.
Ladies, I need to do some back-to-school shopping for my son, pa, and I really don't want to face market stress, pa.
That's so true. It's been on my mind for days. Hey, moms, leave the hassle to us. Get trendy, unique, and affordable school supplies all in one place for your kids to show up in style.
That's right. Get more for less on your back-to-school shopping at Skid Store. Visit our website via www.skids.ng or outlets in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt to shop now. For inquiries, please call 0807-728-5058.
See us plenty motor and people full everywhere. But only you fit dey your lane, sha, because you go get music when you need for this go slow. Increase the volume, Joe. Carry go with correct gbedu wey be your own. Oh yeah, download Spotify for free now.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Hi guys, I'm John Fashanu. Keep listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
give you a great blend of all. Local or foreign, we've got you covered.
Blackouts across Nigeria as national grid collapses.
The UN is warning of the consequences of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
We are right on.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk.
Welcome back to the show. It's Game On, 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's 8 o'clock on the DOT. And we've got still much to talk about. Plus, you know, we are bringing back an element of our Tuesday broadcast from quite some time ago on the night. We'll get to that in just a minute. You'll hear the sound of it and you can tell what it is. Before that, though, I was just going to take a Daisy's take on the whole Paul Pogba situation. What do you mean?
It's a sorry situation. It's really a sorry situation for Paul. We know how very amazingly talented this player is. And for some 2-3 years now, he's been having a lot of issues off the pitch. Injury concerns. Apart from that, his brother had to gang up with some criminals on the streets. They were trying to extort money from him. Alleged. But his brother went to prison. Not alleged. His brother went to prison for that offense. Not alleged. It was confirmed. Tried to extort money from him. His brother went to prison and was mandated never to contact Pogba for now. So it's no longer alleged. It was confirmed. And he came out recently to say, look, at some point I wanted to stop playing football. I just wanted people to take me for who I am and not for Pogba of the football. So I'm going to witch doctor to go get power so he avoids injury. And ever since he went to that witch doctor, his life has never been the same. At some point, they said he was going for Kylian Mbappe to make him less powerful in the French national team. And then he admitted, yes, I went to witch doctor, but it was not about Mbappe. It was about me avoiding injuries. And the opposite was just what happened to him. He kept on picking injuries, barely featured for Juventus. And now, probably in a bid to come back to match level fitness, probably must have taken some. Before you take some into your system, I'm sure you're aware of what you're taking. I'm not trying to indict him, but as an athlete, you know exactly the details of what you're taking. He's an exposed person. He knows what he's taking, but you should be careful knowing that they could come for your sample at any time. However, they have 3 more days. That news came out yesterday. They have until tomorrow to provide their counter sample. If they're able to do that, he may be free. But if they're not able to do that, then it's a problem. But for such a player, 30 years, this is when Pogba should be playing in the Champions League final. Pogba should be carrying any team that he's currently playing in. Such a big club like Juve, they need his services now more than ever. That's why they were able to give him that long contract till 2026 to help them get to finals of competitions, to help them become that force in Europe. But look at all of this distraction. It's such a big blow. And we hope that he and his camp are able to clear his name.
We'll see how that goes. And talking about potential suspensions in the world of tennis, drugs wreaking havoc yet again. Simona Halep suspended for 4 years for anti-doping breaches. Two-time Grand Slam champion. She's been banned for 2 separate anti-doping rule violations. That's according to the International Tennis Integrity Agency. It's sad we keep talking about these same things and we hear the same things. You know, maybe there was something in the food, something in the water, something in medication I took. These days you can't even know who's being honest. And it can be frustrating if you're an athlete and in reality you fall victim to you become amateurish in your approach to your diet or to your routine and all of that, and you suffer some kind of whiplash. Yeah. But in many instances, these guys know what they're doing. It's about them hiding it successfully, and when you get caught, you have an alibi. You have an explanation somewhere.
Yeah, to be fair though to Halep, her defense made a bit of sense really to the integrity unit, because she said that she took a certain pill that could have contaminated her system, and the guys alluded to that fact. They admitted that truly we've realized that you made sense with that, but that the quantity of what we found in your system is more than what that pill would have given to you ordinarily. So they are saying, yeah, we don't argue the fact that for you took something that may have messed up your system, but the quantity of what we have found in that system of yours is more than what that PO could have put into your system. So I think that's where the challenge is, which is what you mentioned. That's difficult to actually understand where these stars are coming from. For her, just like Adeze mentioned too, with Paul Pogba and a wide range of issues he had to come up against. She's also had her own fair share of challenges. Halep, got to the echelon of the sport, was world number one for like 64 weeks, won the French Open, the Wimbledon Championships 2017, 2018. And it felt like she was getting to the peak of her powers, really. And at the age of 31, you feel that she should still be able to win stuff. However, the problem started last year, right? Surprisingly, she got knocked out in the very first round of the US Open last year. And it was a lady out of the top 100 ranking that evicted her from that competition. And that felt really surprising. And if we thought that was bad, it got worse for her because she failed that drug test after the US Open and then got provisionally banned from the sport. Which is what has now been confirmed now, 4 years. And they're even backdating that 4 years to last October when she was banned provisionally. And even with her personal life too, she got married to this very wealthy, Romanian billionaire, as the case is. And they got married in 2021. They were going to celebrate 1 year together around that period too in 2022. And they announced they had broken up. So she had issues with the family. She had issues with her tennis. She had issues with drugs. And I'm wondering what's going through her mind right now, because it just feels like the world she has built around herself has collapsed all in the space of just over 365 days or so. But she's come out with a statement and she's insistent that, hey, I am telling you guys I'm innocent. And she says she's going to push this to the end. And the good thing is she has the opportunity to appeal too. So let's see how well her appeal can help her. We know, even though in our lady's case, as I wrap up, she just missed 3 tests. Not that she tested positive, but she pushed her case and she got it right in front of the Athletics Integrity Unit. So this lady, Halep, believes that in front of the Tennis Integrity Unit, she will prove her innocence. Because if she doesn't, Femi, then this ban will take her until 2026. And by then she'll be 34. So it is as good as saying I'm retiring from tennis.
Is there an argument to be made, Pamela, that as an athlete ages, the temptation to use enhancers increase? Diego Maradona led Argentina to the World Cup in 86. He brought them back and got to the final in 1990. He was 4 years older. He was 25 when he won it. He was 29 when he brought them back. And then at the next World Cup, which was USA 94, he was 33 and he was caught using ephedrine, if I remember. Yeah, I mean, Paul Pogba, he's gone past his prime. Simona Halep has gone past his prime. I mean, do you see? Do you see like something that as like a thread here for some of these athletes? Not to say younger athletes don't dose on drugs, but it looks like the pressure to excel, to keep performing at the top level, even when your body is saying no, it incentivizes the risk of going to use performance enhancers.
Yes. So I would say it comes from expectations. That's expectations from we the fans. When someone starts out very good, we expect them to be that good till they are done. Yeah. And everybody's different.
As we are complaining,
exactly.
We are complaining now that
they want to
the new FIFA, the new PlayStation ratings of Messi and Ronaldo are not up to scratch.
I complained about that.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
Okay, so like I was saying, and then some athletes, they want to live up to their expectations. I have been number one for how many years, I want to do that, and not all of them are able to take backlash. Fans, we complain a lot. Sometimes we don't know what's going on. Some of them, it's not everything they show. Some things might be emotional, maybe mental, and then affects their performance. So they want to do better, and some people are not good with competition. Once they see, this person is going to overtake me, they want to overdo things. And it's sad, but I won't say I really blame them. So it's a 50-50 thing for me.
Wow. I wonder what you guys think. Don't forget, you get to play one play.
Yep, and you get to stand a chance to win 30,000 naira on the broadcast. The code is very simple. I'm sure it should be like a national anthem to you right now, or for you right now. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash.
Just
You get
remember there are 3 stars and numbers in between. What
Yeah.
are the numbers again? Star
347
347
star 880
880
star 3 hash.
star 3 and hash. 347 880
3 hash.
hash. So star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. We'll come back to that. Don't forget, 9:30 we play the Fans League, an opportunity for winners on the night. Before we go into our next break session, we would like to hear from you guys. We've talked about the Pogba situation. We'll take 2 quick calls. Sam will check if we've got messages, and if we're lucky, we might be able to move on to our next destination on the show tonight. Hi there, good evening and welcome. Yes, how are you?
I'm very well. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Good evening and
welcome.
welcome.
Yes, Femi from Sirile.
Welcome, namesake. Talk to me, brother. Awoniyi.
Yeah. Yes. Immediately the Pogba scenario was mentioned. I thought of Maradona. I said something. Players would definitely diminish. We had this argument on one of the fan battle shows, and your performance would diminish. But endorsements, advertisements, right, and some of these benefits we want to make you to keep up to expectations of fans and your club, and you would want to maintain that standard. Forgetting that as an individual, as human, you definitely would not be able to. So I wouldn't say that these players are not aware. You are aware. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, you are an athlete. You are supposed to be a doctor to yourself. And you know what will bring what to your system. So if you're a player and you're complaining, if you look at our own athlete, the lady that was provisionally suspended some months ago.
Yeah, Toby Amusun.
She wasn't tested positive, actually.
Yeah.
So she was able to defend herself. But Pogba tested positive.
Yeah.
Other players and the athletes, the technically are tested positive already. So as an athlete, you should be your own first doctor. So it's no excuse. And I hope Pogba is able to find one way or the other to get off it, because it's really going to probably be a career-ending issue for him.
Thank you very much, Femi. Appreciate it. Let's take one more. Hi there. Good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, Oga Femi.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm fine. This Friday from Igulere.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Oga Femi, I think it's high time Pogba should retire. He's 30 years of age now. Remember how many Nigeria players even play up to the age of 30? Hello, Oga Femi.
Yeah.
Where is our world captain, Ahmed Musa? He's not up to 30, and he has retired for football many years ago. He's saying that he's just answering that captain of Nigeria.
Oh, how's a guy who still has a club and who's playing for the national team retired now Friday? Let's put out the right stats, man.
Okay, we know what we are saying.
He retired a long time ago.
He's representing some interest that we don't want to mention on radio.
Okay.
So if Pogba want to retire, let him just retire. He has won everything in football, and I said the Champions League. So for him, it's time to go. Let him go. So let other young players come and take his place. Whatever Masu, he will surely repeat. Maybe it's the lady doctor that asked him to go and do doping. So he did not work in his favor. So he have to go.
Thank you very much.
If you believe on lady doctor Juju.
Thank you very much. Juju didn't do it. Or could this? You sure say not be Juju be that? This particular case. Anyway, I know of one Nigerian league professional who has retired now, who is actually a pundit now, who used to lock himself in his car and smoke wrap after wrap of Indian hemp, just while he will come from his car while the match, the pre-match formalities of a pro league player. Wow. And I wonder if the doping thing in this country was strong, how many players will be caught every week? We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it will be time for us to go on the counter-attack. Will be a whole lot more that. Don't forget, one play is loading. Be a part of it. We'll tell you more when we come. All right, we're back. We're telling you we will play. And Sam has got more information to tell you, getting you ready to play. What do you need to do to play for 30 grand?
Pretty simple. I've been reeling out the code to you. Good news for you, Lagos listeners in Lagos and beyond Nigeria, beyond Lagos rather. If you haven't heard, with one play Lotto, the prize money is now up to 90,000 naira every day right here on Nigeria Info. A total of 90,000 naira can now be won at this station by simply dialing *347 *880 *3# and pay with only 200 naira. Yes, 200 naira gives you an opportunity to win even more. You can play to win on these shows, WhatsApp Lagos between 11:15 and 11:25 a.m. Mondays to Fridays. I think that time has been moved, just to correct. It's now 11:45 to 12 noon on WhatsApp Lagos. Game On. It is 8:15 to 8:25. We're going to get right into that pretty shortly. And of course, the chat station. 10:15 to 10:25 p.m. every day. Here's how to play once again. Dial in *347 *880 *3# for Nigeria Info. When you do that, you specify the number of tickets or entries you want to play between 1 and 10. Then you choose your bank and choose 1 to continue. After you do that, you will receive an SMS with instructions to make your payment. When you do that, you can now listen to the live draw on either of the shows I mentioned, WhatsApp Lagos, Game On, and of course the chat station. Now it's pretty simple. Remember, it's not myself or Femi or Pam or Tony or whoever gets to do the live draws here in the studio. It is the system who gets to pick your number, and you will win one of the cash prizes of the day. Simply dial *347 *880 *3# with only 200 naira and follow the prompt. Remember, you can play as many times as you want to play, as you like, depending on how much you're willing to put into this. But this is not suitable for persons under the age of 18. And please do remember to play responsibly, and also that terms and conditions do apply.
So two quick fire messages for Adeze on WhatsApp. Good evening, guys. For me, I prefer a 4-3-3 formation. Victor should start as the number 9, a player who plays behind the striker. Is he not a number 10? Okay. Victor should start as number 9. A player who plays behind the striker, is he not a number 10? Why is Adeze saying Kelechi playing behind the striker is number 8? Please, I need you to clarify. That's Tony from Otta. She will in just a bit. But just before that, here's another message. Adeze, I love your response to the question. Are we ready? I don't think the problem is formation. And we should not forget something happened to Sadio Mane before the last World Cup tournament. Something happened to him. So we should look beyond Osimhen. Having said that, Osimhen with Taiwo supporting is my choice. That's Japheth from Lekki. Back to the question. Number 10 or number 8?
Truth is, 8 and 10 gradually phasing away in football.
Yep.
Let's tell ourselves the truth.
Yep. Like your classic number 10.
And number 8. So number 8 is the shadow striker.
Yeah.
But it would appear that when it comes to the national team, we still have players that naturally is the attributes.
Yep.
And that is how to get the very best out of Kelechi. He's not your focal man. He's just behind striker, providing can also score and shoot, like I said. So 8 is a supporting striker. Let me put it in summary in our local parlance. Then 10 is your attacking midfielder. the JJ's Ofokochas, the Kevin De Bruyne, what Phil Foden is trying to do, your Martin Odegaard, these are number 10s. But however, because of the dynamism of the game and tactics, it keeps revolving, it keeps moving. Anybody can play out wide, so long as the room is there, so long as a pocket of space can be created. I'm not a coach, let me just leave it at that.
All right, in old classic football, 8 and 10 were called schemers. The number 8 played from the right, the number 10 played from the left, back in the day. And then you had the number 10 was playing and supporting both the 11 and the 9. The number 8 will support both the 7 and the 9. So, in olden days, back in the day, where you arrange your team in one kind
formation.
I don't know. Yeah, but football is evolving and pretty fast too. Okay, that's out of the way. Sam, what else have we got?
Yes, I've got something for you. It's past 8 p.m., so perfect time for me to tell you about how you can relax with something quite smooth and interesting. Yeah, so everyone who knows what's up knows that Skirt is your confirmed daily companion. You only need to show up, and Skirt is right there beside you. Whether it's Skirt Blended Brandy or Skirt Cafe Rum, they certainly are there with you all the way when you aim, when you shoot, and when you certainly do score and win. Whatever your taste may be or vibe, MP Masterpiece Limited, which is the makers of Skirt, are here for your satisfaction. If you like it smooth and strong, your master's choice drink, Skirt Blended Brandy, is right there for you. And if you love the uniquely blended coffee flavor and rich taste in alcohol, Skirt Cafe Rum, made from quality ingredients, is certainly there to serve you. Alone, with friends, or at home, or at a party, or listening to Game On via radio, plain or mixed, however you want it, and for whatever occasion that it may be, Skirt Blended Brandy and Skirt Cafe Rum will soothe your mood just right. Note that all Skirt brands are registered with NAFDAC, and they are certainly not for pregnant women or persons under the age of 18. It's always imperative that we mention to you to drink responsibly.
Okay, drink responsibly. You know what to do, and whatever else you're doing, please be responsible about it. We did launch Pamela's career tonight.
Unveiling.
Serious unveiling. And we're also thinking of throwing her into the fire to go headlong against the big boys. As if you want to bam bam. So
to pam pam.
Yeah. if pam pam wants to bam bam. All right. And that will come after the next break. But just for us to know, Sam, we need to figure out. We're throwing how. What I said we'll bring back is counter attack, where two of our colleagues, two of us here, will go head to head, and you be the judge who impressed you more. Pam will be going on, and we are doing a quick draw. Guys, pass this around quickly, and we just want to decide who's going to go.
Take one. It's for everybody. Take one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Open.
Tony has a cheeky face.
Yeah. Adese, who has opened theirs? What do you have? What do you?
May it not be me in Jesus' name.
What do you have? We have 10 seconds. What do you have, Tony?
Denied.
Okay.
What's denied?
Chuma, what do you have?
Make us.
Chuma, what do you have?
Denied.
Delivered. Denied.
Denied. What do you have?
Which was denied?
Pick.
Accept.
Adese has been picked.